What's up, everybody? Supersmallchibiwolf here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Millennium Actress. This is an anime movie created by Satoshi Kon, the same guy who created Perfect Blue. Now, the first thing I want to talk about are the characters. The characters are great, and I love them because each one of them has their own interesting thing about them. And due to their personalities and talents, they are able to stand out from each other. And while there are three main characters that the story has, there are other characters which made for great interactions and moments. Now, the first character I want to talk about is Chiyoko. She was a great girl, and I like that she was nice, funny, and cool. When it came to fighting or anything challenging, whether it's a situation that she gets involved in due to interest in a person or when she has to overcome a situation so she can successfully go on, it was either interesting or fun to watch or a great story that led to a intense and cool fight. And I love fight scenes in anime, if you did not know. So overall, I say she's my favorite character, of course, in this anime. Now, next character I want to talk about is Genya. Now, Genya, he was a nice guy that works as an interviewer. He was talented more when he was involved in either the plot that the story goes by at the moment or during his fight scenes, which were great because it showed that Genya wasn't just a character there just to be there. He actually has his own skills to survive while not just relying on Chiyoko, and he actually has his own lovable things to stand out from the other characters. So I think that's another thing that I enjoyed about Genya. So the next character I want to talk about is Kyoji. Now, he was a nice and funny guy. He tends to mess some things up, and due to his job, his life tends to be at risk at times, and which results in him being kind of unlucky, but at the same time, lucky guy dodging any crazy attacks, which unfortunately comes his way. Now, he works alongside Genya as his helper, and he kind of films everything while Genya is doing the interview itself. And I like this little team up of theirs. They were really cool friends. Now, the other characters were great, cool, and funny, and I liked them. At times, some of them were also creative, I'd even say. And overall, the characters were cool. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the story. The story is about Chiyoko, a old lady who gets interviewed by Genya, and along with his helper, Kyoji, they do an interview. While this interview goes on, Chiyoko meets a guy who is wanted from the police, and after helping him out, he gives her a key which she keeps, and now she is in search of him throughout the movie. Also, as the story goes on, the scenery of the movie changes to fit the theme that is taking place at the moment. Now, the movie also, what was it? She's telling the story as the movie goes on, and we kind of seeing like these different things. Like I said, the style of the creator Satoshi Kon. He likes to create different scenarios and different types of like things for his characters, whether it's in space themed or in samurai times. Different types, which I find cool. The diversity of things that he adds to his movies, especially in this one, Millennium Actress. So that's one of the things I enjoyed. Now, the music was great. The intro was good. It has a good rhythm to it. It fits the the anime itself, or what they were planning to do for the genre. Now, the outro was also great. Good singer, nice instruments, and the rhythm. Overall, I love the music. It's pretty cool. Now, throughout the movie, it changes the scenery, which gives the story more of an interesting feel to it while providing new exploration for the characters, and alongside with these cool visuals and graphic changes. I'd say it's really cool. I enjoy that stuff, all that, everything that they did. Now, I would also say, relating to this, the movie tends to have a genre change, which I liked as well, because sometimes this would be worrisome due to maybe it turns out to be a messy movie, but Millennium Actress has I'd say, in my opinion, it has a great balance and it really does it well, you know, the pasting and the way they introduce the next scenery to the movie. And overall, I'd say, you know, the changes and all that throughout the movie, it was overall really good. Now, also, this movie, I would say, is one of those movies that I would kind of put under, what was it, saying of underrated, because I don't hear it talked about a lot. Like, this is Satoshi Kon, so maybe it's just the people around me, right? So, Perfect Blue is the one that I hear a lot of people talking about, and even I knew, you know, for years, is being that one. So, yeah. But overall, I'd say, you know, the last thing I want to talk about, is that, you know, throughout the movie, uh, there are a lot of, you know, interesting things, you know, that they do, and a lot of really cool things that goes on at once within this movie. And I'd say overall, it was a really cool experience, and I enjoy the diversity of the genre changes. You know, I think that's really cool. One thing that I enjoy a lot is many genres. You know what I mean? You know, if you look in my playlist of the animes I review, it's like from sci-fi to adventure, slice of life, comedy, horror, etc. So that's it's one of the best movies of his, in my opinion. Now, I love Perfect Blue more, but hey, that's just me. But yeah, I'm gonna end it off here. I don't wanna spoil it for anyone else who's interested in this movie, so I'm gonna say this. So after watching Millennium Actress, it was a cool anime. You know, I love this movie. Cool characters, a great story, great music. I liked the visuals and the different themes that it had going for it. And overall, I'd say it was really cool, and I enjoyed my time watching it. Now, the animes that I recommend watching. So the animes that I recommend watching are Perfect Blue, which is another Satoshi Kon movie. And you know what? I feel so good. I'm even going to talk about my favorite, yeah, probably my favorite sci-fi anime, a Sword Scientific Railgun. Now, if you are looking for a great and comedic anime with some cool fights and interesting things going on, just like this movie, well, not in the same way, but in a different way, and fighting interesting things like that mystery, highly recommend a Sword Scientific Railgun. Okay, like, ooh, so I'm going to end it off there before I get too hyped and just talk about Railgun all the time, you know, for the next 2 minutes. So with that being that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.